Word on the street. Word on the street. Word on the street.
Morning,
Hey,
Babs. How are you?
Paul. I'm good. It's Ash Wednesday, so we're feeling a little.
It is, and I heard you talking about the season. It was very interesting. So I'd like you to meet Myra, who actually has already gotten her ashes today. She's here at
Where? Where did
Maison
she get them?
Mathis.
We got them at St. Thomas around the corner.
Where
And
you
I-
at, Poppies?
At St. Thomas,
St. Thomas More.
St.
Oh, I
Thomas
know where that
More.
is. On
Park
Whitney
Street.
Avenue. On where?
No, Park Street.
Oh, I don't know where that is. Oh, I know where that is.
Myra's here now having some eggs with her friend who also got her ashes, but she chose not to come on air, which of course is totally fine. So Myra, tell us, is this how many years you've been getting ashes your whole life? And am I saying it right, getting ashes?
Yes,
the word?
yes.
Okay.
Well, on and off because I recently moved from New York City.
Mhm.
I live in Branford now, and we actually came to the old neighborhood, New Haven, to get our ashes.
What do you mean by the old neighborhood?
New Haven, because my daughter used to live in the area.
Are you with your daughter this morning?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's my daughter, and we now live in Branford. I live with her.
Oh, how nice.
And we just decided to, go early because, the other times are not convenient for us.
What time was the mass at St. Thomas?
It was 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's later than the others in town. St. Mary's and St. Aidan's, they go 7:30.
Oh, okay.
You got the ticket. And how have you your whole life gotten ashes on Ash Wednesdays?
I used to work for Department of Education, and my hours wouldn't allow me because it was just a long day. But I would sometimes try to fit it in, like during lunch, quickly go get my ashes.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to stay for the full mass and just pray.
And is this the first year you retired?
Oh yes.
So in other words, this is the first year you've gone back to getting ashes and going to mass, or no?
I yes, to mass during Ash Wednesday.
So is it accurate to say that for many years you would sometimes be able to get out of work to get ashes, sometimes not, but you would never do it the way you wanted to do,
Exactly.
which is to be able to sit through a whole service and have it be part of a larger experience.
Yeah.
Did you have that growing up, Myra?
I did actually. My parents instilled that in me, and then I instilled it in my children also.
And where'd you grow up?
New York City, partly Queens, New York.
Queens. So can I ask you about the service this morning? What did they talk about? What was it like to be there?
Well, it was like a regular, service, and the ashes were administered, and also communion and the regular year.
And was it in Latin or English?
It was in English.
And did they talk about anything? They read scripture? What was the?
Yes, it did. The usual, yeah.
You read the gospel. So what were you thinking about? Was it what you were hoping?
Yes, and it also, I don't know, I just felt this peace, just listening to it, and I don't know, I just felt good about it.
Boy, do people love St. Thomas More. I
Oh
know
my
that
God,
anyone I know
yes.
who goes to that church thinks it's the most wonderful place.
Oh, especially Father Ryan. Yeah. Oh my God.
At what point of service do the ashes come?
Yeah, towards the middle, and then after that, then the.
Was there a moment at which you felt that peace? Was there a special moment?
Well, actually, I felt peace as soon as I walked into the church, and I just started, praying, and it just felt peaceful.
And I love this idea about this moment that retirement is offering you.
Yes.
And also you're retiring to go live with your daughter, which is
Oh
beautiful.
yes, and my granddaughter too.
How old's your granddaughter?
She's gonna be 4 in June.
Mine's 2. And so tell me about that. Had you always wanted to move up here as retirement?
Originally, I wasn't sure where I wanted to go, but you know what? I think family is the most important thing, and this is why my daughter is here, my grandchild is here, and I'm just gonna, be more family oriented with them.
And are you going to be watching the kids during the day? Or?
No, she's actually in school, and but when in the afternoon, then
You're there.
Oh yes.
And who's cooking dinner these days?
Actually,
You don't have to answer this question.
it's me.
It's you. What are you
I've been
cooking?
cooking. My granddaughter actually loves rice and beans.
Oh, what do you, so this morning you having omelets. So it's right after St. Thomas More you came here to Maison Mathis.
Yes.
Have you ever been here before?
No, actually, no. Actually, my daughter has.
And what do you think of the Maison Mathis?
Oh, I love it.
Is this part of retirement too? Because I noticed you got a latte, right?
Well, we're gonna share.
Are you gonna share the latte? Well, you both got a latte. Oh, you got the waffles.
We got the waffles and
And what
this
kind
is,
of omelet?
cortadito.
Cortado,
Cortado.
and that is a mushroom caramelized onion omelet.
All
We're
right.
trying not to eat meat for.
Yes.
Oh, is that what you're giving up? I was
That's
gonna ask
why.
you giving up. Now,
Yes.
Babs, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, so you're giving up
We're giving
meat,
up meat.
all meat
Yes.
for 40 days.
Well,
Well, today and on Fridays.
we try for Fridays,
Yes.
but definitely on Good Friday.
Yes.
Fridays and maybe one other day a week. And Babs, you said you're giving up cocktails. Does that include bourbon, Babs?
Yes.
Wow, that's serious. I won't tell you about the latest I discovered. So Babs, any questions?
So, so what are you going to do for the next 40 days as we step into the Lent season?
What am I going to do? For the
We say
40?
after the 40 days are up, you're saying, Babs?
No, what are you going to do during the 40 days? Are you going to go to church
Any-
more?
Yeah, you go to church, anything special in the 40 days?
Actually, I also do a lot of meditation and affirmations. That's what I do.
And what about Easter? What's that gonna be like this year? Have you always come up for Easter with the family?
No. This is gonna be actually my first Easter in Connecticut.
You look forward to that at the end of the day?
Of course.
And tell me about Easter. Any
Celebrate.
special memories or traditions for you on Easter?
So growing up with my kids, I guess,
Easter baskets.
the Easter baskets, they will love the Easter baskets
And now you got it with your
and,
granddaughter.
and my granddaughter.
And then, what about the rest of today? What are you gonna be doing before cooking dinner?
Well, I guess I want to go home and I'm going to see if I'm trying to go into digital products, selling digital products online. So I'm doing research.
Oh, so you're not fully retired. You're gonna be retired, but do some fun thing on the side.
Exactly, like a passive income.
What's digital product?
For example, I'll create a template, a flyer template, and then I go and sell it
I mean, like what kind of products would you be selling?
digital. I create presentations, flyers, templates.
Oh, no, you'll sell stuff that people would use when they want to create documents. and templates.
Exactly, and I'll just sell it to them.
Is that related to work you did in New York?
No, I will actually in New York. I will do a lot of professional development or presentations to parents at my school.
Okay, so you worked in Board of Ed. What was your
Yes,
job
that was my job. It was a parent coordinator.
at school?
89
Where's that?
in Queens.
Okay. So now Queens always struck me as so interesting because of how many different nationalities there. I feel like the whole earth is in Queens.
You're absolutely right, especially when you ride the number 7 train. Every stop is a different community.
You gonna miss that?
Yes and no.
Brantford's not exactly like that.
No,
Yeah.
but I now I want peaceful quietness and
Uh-huh. All right, Babs, any more questions before we let them finish their waffles? Because I really it's getting cold while we're getting so deep into Lent here.
Enjoy the season.
thank
Peace
you.
and blessings.
Thank
All right,
you.
from Maison Mathis, and this is Paul signing off on Word on the Street and Love Babs, Love Talk at WNHH New Haven's home for community
Nice
radio.
beginning of Lent. Thank you for that, Paul. I appreciate that. It's really nice.